All right. I think we are live, but I got to try to reconnect. This happens every work this time. Third time's the charm, usually. All right. I believe I am live. I have one viewer. That's nice of all of you to show up all at once. Zero viewers. Stay Cool says hello. Why is it showing that I have zero viewers and Stay Cool said hello? Hmm. I don't know what's going on at YouTube lately. I think they're having some technical difficulties. All right, now it shows I have 3 people in the box. Yeah, maybe it's just Friday. Maybe people are upset that I ran a little late. Yeah, of course you got an ad, brother, because this is advertiser friendly. Coach Eli's channel is very advertiser friendly. You know, we throw a few F-bombs every now and then, but we don't do that at the beginning of the video because, we follow what, YouTube suggests for us to follow, which is, occasional profanity is okay as long as it is used in the right context, but just don't use it in the beginning of the video. And that makes sense because that's where the ad's at. The ad's at the beginning, and if you, keep it as clean as possible in the beginning, it's going to show YouTube that, you're trying your best to follow the guidelines, right? Then your video is more prone to stay green, which is suitable for all advertisers, and not yellow, which is not suitable for most advertisers. Hey, Stay Cool, how you doing? We've got 9 in the box right now, 3 thumbs up. How's the audio, Stay Cool? Can you hear me loud and clear? I've been adjusting my microphone to different spots. I got to find a better solution. I don't want to use my my Rode Mini shotgun microphone because it picks up all around me. And that gets a lot of electrical interference when I go live. This gets less electrical interference. Crystal clear, says Paisley Dukes. Hey, Paisley, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Let me cross over here so I don't interrupt the person that's walking their dog. Looks like a beautiful black lab. I love black labs. My favorite dog's a German Shepherd, but I think a close second is the black lab. The black lab's a great dog. Beautiful dog. Very well, thank you, Coach, says Paisley Dukes. Yeah, it's been a very interesting day already. And, I had an unusually busy day regarding my day job. So, I got things started late on the YouTube side of things. And that's what happens, folks, when you're an entrepreneur and, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're in the corporate world and you want to transition into becoming an entrepreneur, you're in essence working 2 jobs. And so, you got to have your day job so that way you can keep paying your bills while you build the job you really want to work. And once you replace your income there, then you can get rid of the day job, right? In my case, my day job is an entrepreneurial type of job, but I still need to, replace my income here before I completely, do away with my day job and then go even more full-time on this than I'm already doing. In essence, I'm working like 2 full-time jobs. So, sometimes, things come up and you just got to do what you got to do. But folks, if you really want it, you'll find a way to make it happen no matter how crazy it is. Now we have 15 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. So, today I'm going to be discussing, what your greatest opportunity is. We'll get to that in a bit, but I'll just share the title here in case you didn't read the title of the stream. Some of you just kind of click on the thumbnail, which also states what the show's about. Then you come into the chat and you say, what's this show about? Well, that's a trolling question, because if you couldn't read the thumbnail or the title, then I don't know why you clicked on it in the first place, right? But we're going to talk about what your greatest opportunity is, and that is simply just being yourself. Hey, Terry G&G, you're making me think like you're out delivering stuff. Ha ha ha. Hee hee. Hey, Terry, how's it going, man? I noticed you all subscribed to A Grip on Life too, and I believe you sent me an email to my sanctuary at coacheli@millennials.com email. In the future, just send them to Coach Eli at coacheli@millennials.com. I know that down below I have a bunch of emails, but the coach, either one, it doesn't matter. I'll get it either way. But I more so regularly check Coach Eli at coacheli@millennials.com. I mean, I check all of them every day, but more consistently throughout the day, I have notifications set for my main email. But yeah, Terry, I like who you are, man, and I think that you and I can do some great collaborations together. I'd love to interview you at some point. And I'm not quite sure, folks, if people are going to have the time or want to put in the effort to do an interview before the end of the year, because we are literally, less than 5 days away from Christmas. And then we're going to have New Year's Day. So, and then typically, the first week of the New Year is pretty crazy, right? People are going and returning stuff and exchanging things, and they're just doing a lot of stuff. So what I'm thinking, and I'm being real about this because I've been an entrepreneur for a while and I understand, how the holiday season works. There's a lot going on, and even though people do want to collaborate and they do want to do interviews, their family is first priority, and I get that. And then you have other things to take care of outside of YouTube, which should be a priority over doing this. But after the new year, maybe around week 2 of January, I'd love to start interviewing some people again. Now, I may do an interview next week with a gentleman by the name of Melas that runs the Connect the Dots channel. I was supposed to do that yesterday on Thursday, but hang on a second. Paisley Dukes, can you moderate the chat, please? We're going to get some trolls in here. I just took care of one that I noticed popped up on my phone. But just take care of the haters and the jealous people that just can't move on to their own thing. It's just unbelievable. Sorry, I was distracted. Don't worry about it, Paisley Dukes. You're good. But yeah, no, I was supposed to do an interview yesterday with the Connect the Dots channel. The gentleman goes by the name of Mask. And I was supposed to co-host it with Granny Monster, but, Granny had some things come up because, she's got a lot going on right now in her personal life with her health and just other obligations. So, she was not able to make it. Now, my shirt's so messed up. I didn't even fix myself up. Let me do that. Jesus, how unprofessional of me. Well, what the heck? I'm on a walk. I don't have to look all pretty, right? Let's just fix this and even look somewhat presentable, right? Yeah, what the heck? It's all good. It is what it is. Screw it. So that interview may happen at some point next week. It may happen a few days after Christmas. I'm thinking, around the 27th or the 28th. Because, before that, the 25th is Christmas, and then the 31st is New Year's Eve, and then the 1st is New Year's Day. No one's going to want to do anything during that time. Got 22 in the box right now. 5 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Hey, Team Murdoch, thank you for being here. So, yeah, that's the only possible interview I will be doing for the rest of the year. What do we have? 10 days left? 11 days? So again, if you want to collaborate and you want to be interviewed live on the air on this channel, email me, go in the description, Coach Eli at coacheli@millennials.com. Take that same email and also connect with me on Google Hangouts. You can do that in one of 2 ways. You can go to hangouts.google.com on your laptop or desktop, or on your phone, your Android or your iPhone, you can download the Hangouts app. It's free. and then just log into that app with the same exact Gmail account you used to log into YouTube. That's it. The same account works across the entire Google platform, because we all know that Google has owned YouTube for the longest time. There was only 1 year that Google didn't own YouTube, and that was the first year it was started up by a bunch of college dudes here in my neck of the woods in San Mateo County, actually in San Mateo, California, which is only like 13 minutes away from where I live. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Do that. That way we can even chat daily through Hangouts chat. What a lot of people don't realize is that it's so easy to get in touch with me through Hangouts chat. Even though I'm busy, I get that right on my phone. Or if I'm multitasking on my laptop, I get those messages. And I can get you a quicker response through Hangouts chat than by email. So take that into consideration when you're connecting with me if you actually want to collaborate on something. Yes, I have to do that Google Hangout still. No problem. Take your time. I don't use Hangouts. It messes up my cell phone. Well, how old's your cell phone? I still have an iPhone 6 Plus. I'm going to be upgrading to the next version of the iPhone 11 when it comes out later next year. And everything works fine on my phone. I've got a phone that's like 4.5 years old. I don't know why Hangouts, unless you have an older phone with only 16 gigs of memory and it's full with other apps, that would affect your entire phone. Folks, you always want to get more storage space, especially if you have an iPhone and you can't add external storage. You want to get at least 64 gigs, if not 128 gigs of memory on your phone nowadays, because once your storage space on any device or computer gets more than halfway full or 3/4 of the way full, everything starts to slow down, because it takes time to access the data, and the data is being moved around. So you want to keep, if you can, keep at least 50% of your space free on your phone, especially if you're doing video like me or running a Hangouts app or something. It'll run a lot smoother. But anyway. All right. I got to say, before we get into this, that I'm just totally immune to all the trolls and the haters. Like, it just doesn't faze me anymore at all. It doesn't bother me one bit. I don't even get a laugh at it. That car just pulled out in a weird way. And they were waving at me, saying, "Hey, thank you for waiting." Even though you're the pedestrian, you have the right of way, right? It's all good. No worries. I'm a reasonable civil person. 25 in the box, 5 thumbs up. Folks, let's get those thumbs up so we can offset all the thumbs down. So eventually I can turn on my user ratings, meaning my thumbs up and thumbs down number. There's an obvious reason why I haven't been showing it, because the thumbs down by my haters, 1 or 2 people, logging on for multiple accounts, is outweighing the thumbs up. So let's get those thumbs up. 7 thumbs up, 23 in the box. Hey, Granny Monster, how you doing? Hey, Granny, great to see you on one of my Walking with Purpose live editions. How you doing, Granny? How are you? Feeling better? So anyway, like I said, I'm pretty immune to the haters. Like, I'm completely focused on my message, no matter what they say or do. Now, I'm not saying that I don't occasionally, tune in for like 2 minutes to see if they're still doing it out of curiosity. Sure, any normal human being would do that. But let me tell you what that does for me. It supercharges me and tells me that, secretly these people can't get enough of me and they love me. Even though they say they hate me. I'm hearing a lot of loud conversation. At least it's not music. I don't care if people are talking loud. At least them talking loud is not copyrighted. When you're out in the public, you got to watch it for copyrighted stuff, especially if you're monetized. You got to pay attention to everything. You got to be aware of your surroundings, right? We got 27 in the box right now, making it rain. Thank you so much for being here. So like I said, before I got distracted by those loud voices, yeah, I'm immune to the trolls and the haters. I'm completely focused. Granny Monster says, I'm glad to be here at Paisley Dukes. We're glad to have you, Granny. It's good to see that you're doing well. It's good to see that you're doing well and you're recovering from everything you've recently been through. And just know, Granny, not only are my thoughts and prayers always with you, everyone that knows you here and loves you here has their thoughts and prayers with you as well. I'm blessed to be your friend, Granny, and, to be like a second mother. I've always, looked up to you in that way. Not in a weird way. We're good friends and we get along. But I love you like family, like real blood family. That's the kind of relationship I have with Granny. And those are the types of relationships I value the most. And I give each and every one of you the opportunity to have that type of relationship with me. That's being genuine and authentic. Something the trolls don't realize. Granny is great, says Paisley Dukes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we get into the topic here, this is episode number 9 of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. And let me just, there's a dude walking over there. I don't want to interrupt him. I'm going to give him a few minutes to, gain a good lead ahead of me because I talk pretty loud and, people just come to the park and they want to relax. They're responding to messages on their phone and I don't want to be the one ruining that. Plus, I'm not sure how old he is, so I don't want to get him in the video or on the stream. Yeah, he's got a pretty good distance now. It's all good. Be aware of your surroundings. That's huge. That is huge, online and offline. But yeah, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, episode number 9. And we're going to be discussing what your greatest opportunity is. And your greatest opportunity, in my opinion, is just being yourself. Hey, Donnie Hart, welcome to the show. Paisley Duke says, I love these walks. I do too. I feel good doing them. If I could do a live stream while I'm on my walk, stay in shape, let those endorphins, fire up, and flow and feel good, and hang out with my audience, there's nothing better than that. This is multitasking at its finest. See, ladies, I know that you ladies are technically better at multitasking or multitasking than men. But I'm a phenomenal multitasker. I also am very intuitive, unlike most men, which is more of a trait that ladies are better at. Doesn't make me any less manly for being very intuitive. It just allows me to pick up on things, stupid things that people do, and call them out on their bullshit. And that's why these haters don't like me, because I can spot their BS 100 miles away, and I'm prepared for it. But yeah, the greatest opportunity that you have is yourself and being yourself. Just think about it. There are many people out here that come on YouTube and they try to be something that they're not. They try to pretend to be something else because they think that that's going to get them more attention, make them more likable, etc., right? And for a little while, if you pretend to be somebody else and you attract an audience for that, that's what they're going to get used to. They're going to think that's the real you, when in essence, it's not the real you. So what happens when you go back to being who you really are? Your audience that was there, for the person they thought you were is no longer going to be there for the person you really are, because they don't relate to that anymore, right? And also you fooled them, right? One thing I take pride in, despite what my haters constantly say, And one of my haters, I'll just say it, I don't care, Mr. JB Gunner, did a reaction video to me, or did a video before I even did my actual birthday stream that morning, and called it, the 46 Eli's 46 lies or something. E-Lies, right? E-Lies. It's a creative name that my haters have given me on top of the cuck Eli, because coach and cuck are similar, even though I'm not a cuck, right? You all know what a cuck is. I'm definitely not that, but it just rolls off the tip of their tongue, and it's entertaining for them, right? So they throw that in there. And then, Eli, E-L-I, is short for Elias. So they call me E-Lie, like E-Liar, right? Oh, he's a big-time liar, Paisley Dukes. You know that. Everyone knows that. But yeah, he did a stream where he basically went down a list and made up 46 lies about me, or mentioned 46 different situations that he was that he had seen me do over the past several years, and he put his own narrative on it and tried to make those situations sound worse than they actually were. Wow, is that a super chat? Let me check out that super chat real quick. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's from a soccer cow. Eli is better than Lycan Theory with the $2.79 super chat. Gun Squad says he's coming to Redwood January 7th. Oh, really? Well, thank you, Eli is better than Lycan Theory, for the $2.79 super chat. It's interesting. On my screen here, it shows $2.10 because it's figuring in the 30% cut that YouTube and Google take. That's awesome. Okay, that's great. Maybe you made that super chat, kind of semi-trolling, maybe not, to make me aware that Gunner is coming on January 7th. I welcome that. I've welcomed JB Gunner to show up in my neck of the woods anytime. I've been welcoming him for the last year. Are we going to play this game again? No, and I'm not going to feed too much into it because I have better things to talk about. But what I will say is, if Mr. Gunner would like to come to Redwood City, California, and actually finally do tea time with Coach Eli and JB Gunner for my studio, have at it, bro. But we all know he's not going to do it. We all know that everything he promises never happens. At least these types of promises that he makes never happen. Now, don't get me wrong, there are certain things that he does do. But JB Gunner is the biggest validator when it comes to the phrase, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You folks have heard of that, right? You've heard of the phrase, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's kind of like, when you meet a woman for the first time, like me, you're a really, really good guy, and maybe you're leaning on a little bit too thick with the charm, right? And then she ends up saying, wow, I've never met someone like you, but I gotta say, sounds too good to be true. It sounds like you know exactly what I want. Well, yeah, because I want the same thing you want. That's why we're here, right? But if you've heard the phrase, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That's a new phrase that JB Gunner should coin. Maybe he should make a t-shirt regarding that. What's up, Barbara? How you doing? 27 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Yeah. I did not watch any of JB Gunner's morning coffee this morning. I have not really seen any videos besides a Gary Vaynerchuk video that inspired me to do this topic. I like Gary V. And yes, I am trying to leverage Gary V a little bit because I'd love to get some more traction because I actually like the guy, but I have nothing negative to say about him. It's perfectly normal to run a similar topic and put your own spin on it, right? Or agree with the person that initially created it. Doesn't make me not original. And when have I not said that being yourself is the best thing you could be if you want to be successful and you want to attract the right audience? Because if you pretend to be someone else to get some temporary traction, like Mr. Gunner does, once you start being yourself again, boom, the people that were there for who they thought you were are going to leave because you weren't being real with them, right? And that's what people really want, right? Speaking of which, if anyone else would like to make a donation, any amount to support this channel, there are a few ways you can do it. Nightbot will be sharing my link every 6 minutes, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can make a donation to any amount, like I said, based on the value you feel you are receiving. You can also add a note of any length. And I'll read that note live on the air on the night stream I'm going to be doing later tonight, which I'll talk about that in a little bit here, because I can't access PayPal right now. Now, if you don't want me to read that note, you can request to remain anonymous, and I will definitely honor and respect that. I do respect people's privacy here. I do not dox anyone. Your secret's safe with me. I'm a professional. But if you'd rather donate another way that's more anonymous, if you go to the bottom of this chat and you see that $sign, you can click the $sign and you'll have one of two options. You'll have Super Chat, which you can make a donation to any amount, up to $500, add a note up to 200 characters, and that'll be highlighted in the chat. The more you donate, the longer it'll stay highlighted in the chat. And Google/YouTube will show you that when you make the purchase or before you make the purchase. Give me 1 second. I'm just walking past here. You can also select Super Sticker and make a donation of a predetermined amount with an expression. Some of them say cool. Some of them have other sayings on there. If that's easier for you to do, then go for it. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. 29 in the box right now, 10 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Terry's G&G. My involvement with the YouTube guitar community of the last 6 to 7 years. I have seen many of folks whom fake being a certain way or giving away stuff and then caught on it. Yeah. A lot of people will do whatever it takes to get traction. They're looking for the quick buck, and they're looking for the quickest way to gain traction. And I keep saying the same thing that many other YouTube self-help gurus like myself say. YouTube is not a sprint, it's a marathon. YouTube is not a sprint, it is a marathon. When you're trying to make it as a public figure, it takes time. And eventually people are not going to like you right away, or they're going to be on the fence about you because they don't know who you are. You got to give them time to get to know you, like you, and then eventually trust you. So yeah, Terry's G&G. Hey, Eli Perez, Fitness Journey, how are you doing? Eli Perez, when are you going to put out your next video? I haven't noticed you putting out another video unless I missed it. I've been pretty swamped. Sometime during the beginning of the year, I'd like to get with you and interview you on your fitness journey. I really want to work with someone like you because, I've never been extremely overweight in my life, but I've gained 20 to 30 pounds a few times. So I understand how it even feels to be 30 pounds heavier than your nominal weight. And I know you're in progress of getting into the best shape of your life, right? And I'd like to help give you some more exposure on that journey. At a grip on life. Well, folks, go and subscribe to Eli Perez Fitness Journey and check out what she's doing to get healthy and fit. And she's vlogging about her experiences on her channel. But we need to take it one step further. Let's start collaborating. Let's get together, Eli, and help people get into shape and stay in shape, so not only do they look better and feel better about themselves, they're healthier at the same time, which is the most important thing. It's the most important thing. I'm trying to avoid a few kappas that are riding their bike, skateboards. It's Friday, folks. School's out. The weekend's about to start. School's out and work is almost out. You know, it's not quite 5 o'clock yet here on the West Coast. Most people work until about 5, but, you know, school gets out around 2 or 3, depending on the school, right? So, anyway. But yeah, you know what? Being authentic, being the real you. Not pretending to be someone you're not, just to create what we've coined shock value, like Mr. Gunner likes to do. Sounds like a great channel at Eli. Yep, most definitely, my friend. Yes, thank you. At a grip on life. That sounds great. I'm serious, Eli. Here's the problem, Eli. As a coach, this is the problem, and I'm a real person. I'm not attacking anyone, but I gotta keep it real, Eli. The problem I have with people is not that they're not good people and don't want to do something. I offer people the world for free. And they don't reach out. Very few people reach out. Very few people take me up on a golden opportunity that could help them. It could help us both grow together. And I'm going to be talking more about that tonight, folks. I'm doing a stream from the studio when I get back to my place at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And it's already posted on my channel. So if you go to your homepage or if you go to my channel, it's at the top of my channel. The thumbnail says, "Want free support?" In essence, what I'm saying for the time being, I mean, I'm already very busy, but I'm going to continue to keep on getting more and more busy as we enter 2020. And the more and more busy I get, the less time I will have to do things for free. I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing things for free. I will always do certain things for free. Right now is a golden opportunity to help anyone with whatever they need for free. I'll even give you free life coaching advice. I'll help you out in any way possible for free. The only thing I ask for you in lieu of payment, instead of payment, is that we work together and we provide great value for each other's channels. It's a fair exchange, right? Whenever you're offering freebies, folks, even if what you're offering is 100% free and with no obligation, it should be done in a productive way where it benefits both the person you're collaborating with and yourself at some point down the road. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to start making money right away. But again, you know, if I'm going to offer somebody, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of life coaching for free, you know, for the meantime, it's going to be because I want to interview you on my channel, learn more about you, and allow my audience to experience that, right? And yes, to be real transparent, those videos will be monetized. I'll get ad revenue and possibly super chats. If you're in my shoes, I'd expect you to do the same thing. Let me read some chat messages. Terry's G&G thanks at Paisley Dukes. I'm now down to around 280. That's awesome, Terry. Keep going, man. We're going to help you. Terry's G&G, knowledge should be shared to enrich each other's life. Some want it, others don't care. Eli Perez says, at Terry's G&G, I've been almost 300 pounds twice and even had weight loss surgery, and I failed on that. I am doing this all on my own, and in 2 weeks, I lost 11 pounds. Keep going, Eli. Eli, let me give you a little bit of advice that may help you lose weight even quicker than that. It's not going to be easy. Because, Eli, regardless of your weight, you're a beautiful woman. But I know you want to be healthier, right? You want to feel sexier. You want to feel healthier, right? You want to feel more confident. I'm not saying that you're not confident, where you're at right now. But trust me, when I say this, I've said it before, I'm at my nominal weight. I feel good and I know I look good. I'm not trying to say I'm all that. I'm just saying in my head, I love myself. When I'm at my optimal weight level and I take care of myself, my confidence is through the roof. When I'm 30 pounds heavier, my confidence starts going down the toilet. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely, not confident, but I can tell, hey, I'm 30 pounds overweight. I know I don't look as sexy as I look when I'm in shape. And a lot of people look at that. People are superficial. I get it. Especially your haters. They're going to criticize you for just breathing wrong or breathing, period. Right? But yeah, my advice to you, I tell you, if you are around, let's say 270 right now, some dude around my age with his wife or girlfriend in a big 4x4 just came in the back lot here and just did a donut and left. How fucking stupid are people? How stupid are they? Number one, you could hurt yourself or hurt someone else. Number two, you're wearing down your tires that aren't cheap. Now, don't get me wrong. I did a few donuts back in my younger days, but I was freaking 16, 17, 18. I was stupid. Did you hear that, Barbara? Driving like an asshole around the park. Barbara, did you hear that peeling out? Could you hear it through the microphone? Let me know if that came through. Let me read Ellie's next message. Fitness journey, one of the biggest things I tell folks whom look at it, don't do the surgery unless it is lap band. The original procedure is too risky. Know many whom had it screwed up. I wouldn't even recommend doing the surgery at all. I'd recommend doing it the natural way that you're doing it. That was loud as fuck, says Stay Cool. Barbara Plaisance, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I stopped because that guy was going to be driving in my path. I didn't want the guy to run me over. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. But Ellie, here's my advice. If you follow this, I want you to try it out because I want you to know how well I know my stuff and how much I care about people and how much I truly, really want to help people for free. And when you get the results, you're going to be ecstatic. Okay, do you want to lose 40 to 50 pounds in the next 30 days? Okay, because if you're around 270, your body requires more calories to maintain that weight every day. So you're going to need around 4,000 or 5,000 calories to maintain your current weight. If you eat less than your body burns, you're depleting calories. You're going the opposite way. Okay? You're expending calories more than your body's burning. So you have to go the opposite way, 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. Try this for 1 month. Watch your calories religiously. Whether you're religious or not, I'm just saying religiously as a statement, right? figuratively, not literally. Even though I do believe in God, and maybe you do, and whether you do or you don't, I still have a lot of love for you and everyone else, but you know what I'm saying? Watch your calories religiously. And eat 12 to 1,500 calories maximum per day. Eat low carb. Eat high fat and low to no carbs. No sugars, no desserts. Eat lots of meats, cheeses, proteins, right? Those will fill you up quicker and they'll sustain your hunger longer. And then go and take a walk at your park like I do for a minimum of 1 hour every day. The diet alone is not going to get you there or get you there as quickly. Eat 12 to 1,500 calories max per day for 30 days and then take a 1 hour walk around your neighborhood or your park. I take about an hour and 20-minute walk every day. I walk 4.5 miles per day. And now I've incorporated, an additional live stream while I do it ever since I got over 1K subs, and now I can stream on mobile. Me too, at Terry. Oh, hold on a second. At Eli Perez says Terry's G&G. Let's see. I've gotten down to my weight because of better eating, calorie counting, better portion control. I also did Atkins for a while, and I'm now doing keto. Yeah, I hear keto's pretty good, but I've always done Atkins. A lot of people have highly scrutinized the Atkins diet. And to be quite frank, in my opinion, it's one of the best diets. If you want to lose weight fast, it's the best way to do it. And a lot of people say, well, if you don't eat any carbs and you lose the weight fast, then you'll just gain it right away. Then you'll start eating carbs. Well, no. You only gain the weight back if you stop your diet and you stop your maintenance routine of maintaining the weight you've lost once you lose it, right? So the Atkins diet has nothing to do with you gaining your weight back. You are in control of that. Once you get down to your nominal weight level, you don't have to lose any more weight. You just have to maintain it. So you got to find out how many calories your body burns each day. There are calculators online to do that. And then you should exercise almost every day and burn some extra calories. And as long as you don't eat more than the calories you burn each day, you'll never have a problem. Oh my God. I'm smelling that car's got some serious exhaust issues. That thing has some serious exhaust issues, and I could smell the gas. I'm like, why am I smelling like gasoline like a car? And this car's exhaust, if a cop sees them, they'll pull it over. Like, the exhaust literally has like white smoke coming out of it. There's something wrong with it. And you can smell the gas. Like I don't know if that guy realizes that his car is messed up, but it's like a smoke screen. Or maybe his car is breaking down and he's trying to get it home. That was nasty. God. Last thing I wanted to sniff was some, auto fuel. Some gasoline. Wow. Are you sure that's not the burning tires you're smelling like the rubber smell? No, I saw the exhaust come out, Barbara. I saw the car. I could still see it back there. No, I know the smell of gasoline compared to burning rubber, but Barbara, you know. Well, thanks for checking in, Barbara. Barbara, I'm very well aware of my surroundings, despite what some other people think about me, right? Terry's G&G at Barbara Places laughing my ass off. I was going to say, oh, okay. Hey, Marcel, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Eli Perez, Fitness Journey says, me too, at Terry's G&G. That's amazing. I apologize. I had to step out. My son was crying. Yep, I agree to grip on life. Okay, cool. At Eli Perez, Fitness Journey. Also, don't be afraid to splurge, binge every so often to break the craving The problem is eating these moments, is eating those moments, small amounts and no problem, you're a good mom. Here's the thing, I do not recommend for the first 30 to 60 days of your diet, I do not recommend having a splurge day. It's going to affect you. After 60 days, when you lose, half of the weight you want to lose at least, then you can start incorporating that. Because yes, then your body may end up going to starvation mode if you don't switch it up. But seriously, for the first 30 to 60 days, I would not eat any sugars. I would not eat any carbs or minimal carbs. If you're going to have simple carbs, 20 grams or less per day, preferably 0. I know it's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard, but the more disciplined you are to lay off the carbs and the sugars and all that, and you minimize your calories to 1,500, 12 to 1,500, and you take a walk at the park or do exercise for 1 hour each day, the more you stick to that, your weight will fall off, and you will love the results. It's not easy, folks. It's not easy. Marcel says, I'm good, Eli. I'm on week 2, and I don't think I should do that. I agree. Eli Perez, are you saying about the splurge day? The cheat, they call it the cheat meal. Eli, you're talking about the cheat meal, right? I just got on winter break. Well, that's cool. Stay cool. Awesome, bro. Anyways, you got to go for now. Need to shower and eat. Take care. Hi, Terry's G&G adventure. Oh, sorry, Terry's G&G. Sorry, GG&G. Damn. I'm used to BWI Adventures being here, and I haven't seen her today, so hope she's okay. Barbara Pleasant says, Terry, my husband, plays guitar as well. Yeah, no cheat meal for me. Good for you, Ellie. Yeah, I mean, after a couple of months, like, let's say, for example, Ellie, you're at 270, right? And if you followed 12 to 1,500 calorie per day regimen with the low carb or no carb, right? And you walk or work out for an hour a day, you can take your child with you. If your child's a baby, you can put him in a stroller. If it's a toddler, you can hold their hand, right? And help them get exercise too, right? If you do that for 2 months, you will lose, I would say you would definitely get under 200. And I will tell you right now, if you're around 270 and you get below 200, not only are you going to look better and feel better about yourself emotionally, physically, your body will feel better and you're going to have more energy to lose the rest of it. Now, Ellie, I don't know if you know this, but the closer and closer you get to your nominal weight level, it gets harder. Okay, you're at 283. I appreciate your open mind. That is awesome. You are an awesome person, Ellie. I admire the fact that you're open about it and you're not afraid to talk about it. I respect that. I have to definitely interview you. That's awesome. I'm glad we connected. I'm glad I found you through the networking arena, and I'm glad that you showed up because you've got a story. I love these stories, folks. This is what I live for. This is what I live for. Not only are you going to feel better, like I said, emotionally, physically, you're going to feel better because like I was about to say, the last, once you get to under 200, let's say you want to get down to 140 or 150, the last 50 to 60 pounds is going to be 2 to 3 times harder to lose than the first set of pounds you lost. Because as you lose weight, your body requires fewer calories to maintain your current weight. So in order to deplete 3,500 calories and keep losing a pound by depleting 3,500 calories, okay, you have to exercise even more and make sure you stick to your 12 to 1,500 calorie diet. Because at 270 pounds, your body, I'm just guessing right now, but I'm trying to paint the picture of what I'm saying. At 270 pounds, for example, your body may require around 4,000 calories to maintain your weight at that level. Once you get down to 170, your body may only require 2,800 calories to maintain. So that means in order to expend 3,500 calories to lose one pound of fat, it's going to take you longer at that point, but you got to stick to it. Your first half of the amount of weight that you need to lose or want to lose is going to come off quicker and easier than the second half. It's a journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And I want to take time outside of this topic because Ellie's here. I wanted to acknowledge her and commend her and admire what she's doing to make that change. And the fact that she's so open about it. Now, as far as, I'm on my final lap at the park, folks. I'm going to be wrapping this up in about 15 minutes here. And then taking one more lap after that. And then coming back for my night stream. Which, again, I'm going to be, offering, free support to whoever wants it out here. I'll help you with your channel. I'll interview you. I'll collaborate with you on any videos you want to do together. Whatever you want to do, I want to help you and work with you. And if you need a little advice on your marriage or your dating relationships or how to be a better entrepreneur or how to make the transition of, being a corporate employee or working for someone else to become an entrepreneur, I'll help you with that at the same time, free of charge. It's a limited time offer, folks, because next year I'm going to be probably 2 to 3 times as busy as I already am. And I won't be able to offer this as much. I say as much because I still want to offer as much of what I do as free as possible. But we all know it's not always going to be possible. You got to find a way to pay the bills somehow, right? So tonight, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Make sure you come on that stream. It's going to be a general subscriber hangout, number 34. You can ask me any questions regarding anything. Your business success, your personal success, your struggles within your business or the workplace or within your relationship or marriage. Or we can talk about YouTube stuff because I'm YouTube certified. So join me tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'll be in my studio at that point. If you have community tab and you can share this out, I'd appreciate it. If you have Twitter, share it out. Share it on Discord. If you folks can give me a hand and help share out the stream tonight, I would appreciate it. Let's get as many people as possible there. But we still have about, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes left on this one here. How's the quality been, Barbara or anyone else? Has the video been pretty good for the most part? Has there been any buffering, any sound issues? I know occasionally when I go under some electrical wires, it'll temporarily cut out, but then it comes back. But that's just normal for anybody that'd be doing this. So again, regarding the topic of this stream here, the greatest opportunity. Hang on. I gotta get out of the way because some kids are coming and I don't want them to see this. So I'm gonna put this down. You're seeing a different perspective than me. I'm trying to be inconspicuous with the Kappas because they love this. They love this stuff. Video is great. Eli sounds wonderful as well. All right, great. I'm going to try to come on at 9 p.m. Eastern. Gonna go put my son to sleep. And Ellie, if you have Google Hangouts, if not, you can get it. It's free. You can take the same email that's below in the description, Coach Eli at coacheli@millennials.com, and connect with me on Google Hangouts. I can even bring you live on the air tonight or another night. We could talk about these things. I want to bring people on my panels. I always have the capabilities when I'm in the studio to bring anyone on at any time. So even when I'm running a topic show, if someone wants to pop on, I can just bring you on. As long as you're connected with me on Google Hangouts, I can bring you on through Google Hangouts. It's very simple to do so. So anyway, like I was saying before I got distracted again, the greatest opportunity is being yourself. You are unique. Each individual out there is unique. We all have something different to bring to the table. Why are we all trying to be? I'm not saying all of us, but many people try to be something they're not because they feel it's going to get them further ahead. I used to feel that way myself in my younger days and even throughout most of my 20s. But then when I got to my early 30s, I started to realize, what the hell's wrong with me? Who am I trying to impress here? And why am I trying so hard to be something I'm not? And I started realizing, you know what? I'm good enough the way I am. And I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks about me. If you don't like me, then you know what? The hell with it. Right? I started wondering, why am I caring so much about people that will never like me? Why am I caring so much about people that will never like me? Everyone has that problem. Everyone wants to be loved by everyone. You get a couple of haters, they start talking smack about you, and then we focus on those 2 people that don't like us and not the 100 others that do. That's a mistake I made out here on YouTube on my former channel and earlier on when I started this channel a little over a year ago. People kept telling me, just focus on your content, focus on the people that want to be here. But I kept focusing on the trolls and the haters. And I realized it was a disservice to the people that really wanted to be here because they were tired of it. They were tired of these trolls and haters back then like I am right now. So when I saw that Gary Vaynerchuk is a very popular entrepreneur that has a YouTube channel with over 2 million subs. He's all over social media. He's a good dude. He's an entrepreneur like me. He's a few years younger than me. He's married, has kids, and he's very successful. And I watch him religiously because he's very similar as I am. Like, I see a lot of me in him. Now, is he making a hell of a lot more money than me? Sure. Does that mean I'm not successful? No, I am. I'm not a multimillionaire, but I do quite well. But I'm striving to get there. I'm striving to become the best I can be. And that's what I want to help you folks accomplish as well. The best way to do that is just be yourself. Your greatest opportunity is being yourself. The right people will be naturally attracted to you. If I have to emphasize that over and over and over again, don't be afraid to be who you are. Because if you try to be somebody else, then you're not happy with who you are, and it's going to show. And no matter how much you try to convince people, that you're a certain way when you're actually not, and you're trying to cover it up, it's going to show. People are going to pick up on that. They're going to pick up on your subtle cues. They're going to hear your tone of voice. It's not coming off naturally, right? I want to know honestly in the chat here, how many of you out there, and listen, no jokes. This is a serious question, okay? I know we joke around a lot here, and I get that. I'm totally cool with that, right? But how many of you out there honestly, truly love who you are as a person? You love yourself. How many of you are happy with the way you are, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about you? You're happy with yourself no matter what. And like I've also been saying a lot lately, the only opinion about you that really matters is your own. I'm trying to teach you folks something here. You are your own worst enemy. If you're not successful at whatever you want to be successful at, you're the only one holding yourself back. I absolutely love myself and my life, says Barbara. I believe you, Barbara. I'm happy, but still working on it. Marcel, that's honest too, bro. Life's a work in progress, bro. I can't even talk. Life's a work in progress. Even people like Tony Robbins, which is what I'm trying to say. Even people like Tony Robbins, they learn something new every day. Yes, Tony knows a lot. He knows more than me. I know a lot more than most people that aren't coaches, but doesn't mean I'm not learning every day. Each and every one of us, including coaches, we're all a work in progress, because you can always learn something new no matter what level you're at. And when you're open to that, even as a coach, even as someone that is perceived to know everything, and when you don't know something, then they attack you. Oh, what kind of a coach are you? You should know that. Well, I'm not perfect. Are you? No human being is perfect. Doctors aren't even perfect. They make mistakes too. What are you going to say about them? You're not a doctor even though you have a doctorate? Yeah. Yes, I would never be so arrogant to say there's no room for improvement. Well, Barbara, I will say this once again. I say it time and time again. What you've shown me recently over the last several months that I've gotten to know you after your falling out with the other side, which are still considered my haters, it shows your character and it shows the type of person you are. Despite the difference of our views, like I've said in the past, especially last night when we did that show on Donald Trump being impeached, I value the person that you are outside of that. I value people outside of their political beliefs, religious beliefs, etc. The two things I've never judged people on are religion and politics, because everyone's different and everyone has something unique in those aspects to bring to the table. Some people are atheists. My high school sweetheart was an atheist. My dad was a very religious man. And I haven't shared this story in a while. I'll share it again. I haven't shared it in a while, which is what I'm trying to say. But first time I brought my high school sweetheart to dinner, we were both 16. My dad asked her a question at the dinner table. And she goes, or he goes, "Nina, what religion are you?" And she goes, "I'm atheist." And then my dad goes, "You deny the existence of the Lord?" My dad said, "You deny the existence of the Lord." I knew for a fact I wasn't going to get any of that night. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I was hoping that my dad was not going to ask her that, because I already knew that she was atheist. Oh, I should turn it over here because I'm about to wrap this up in a few. We've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. Yeah, so I knew she was atheist, and I was dreading the day of having dinner with my high school sweetheart and my family. My dad had the best one-liners in history. I got to do a video series on that with Dimitri Melas. God rest his soul. Yeah, he did say that, Barbara and Marcel. "Nina, what religion are you?" "I'm atheist." "You deny the existence of the Lord?" And my mom's all like nice and innocent, right? My mom was like, because she knows my dad. My dad was the man. My dad was the head of the household. My dad wore the pants in that family, or in our family. And even though he's dead, he's still wearing the pants. That dude was raw alpha male, but nicest guy in the world too. Like very kind and loving. I'm a spitting image of him. And I'm just as good looking as he was too. He was a good looking guy. Anyway, he obviously got my mother. My mother was 18 years younger than him when they met. I guess my dad was a stud. The other side that's watching this right now is saying, "Well, what happened to you, Eli?" Well, you have no idea what's happening to me because I'm no longer sharing my personal life on YouTube, sir. Because all you want to do is broadcast it and dissect it for your views and your donations. With the men's and the women's of your YouTubes, right? Yeah. So anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap this up in a few. If you take away one thing from this stream here, you are your own worst enemy. I keep saying this time and time again. People say, on one hand, I want to make this happen. And it's just not happening. Why is it not happening? You want the truth? The truth of the matter is you're a lazy fuck. You're a lazy ass. That's the truth. Oh no, I do this and this. Well, I've been offering to bring you on my show live and give you exposure that will get you 50 or 100 new subscribers that are real people that are going to be loyal to you, but you're not willing to come on my show. Yet you say you're trying everything you can. You've tried everything you can to grow your channel or to move your business ahead, right? Don't BS me. First of all, number one, I take that back. I don't care if you BS me. Just don't BS yourself. Because when you BS yourself, that's when you really fail. I can sit here and call you out on your BS all day, every day. And you may not like it because you know I'm right. But the last person you ever want to BS is yourself. Folks, the best opportunity you have is to simply just be yourself. If you do live streams out here, share your stories. Show your face. Don't be afraid to put out your name. Are they probably going to dox you and do that stupid stuff that they've done to me and everyone else? Sure. It's not that big of a deal. Yes, it is a serious thing. But you know what? It's going to pass. Don't let other people get in the way of your success. Just be yourself. Don't be afraid to be you. The more true and authentic you are to yourself, eventually you're going to find the right audience and they're going to love you. And it's going to feel amazing. I promise you. If you stick to it and you just continue being yourself and you don't do other things that you normally wouldn't do to try to get ahead, you will eventually get ahead. It will take you longer to do it the right way. But at the same time, it will also be sustainable long term. You don't want short-term success like the other guy on the other side. We all know who he is. And if you don't know him, if you're new here, you don't need to know. He's about short-term success. I'm in it for the long haul. And I don't care if it takes another year to get to 3,000 or 5,000 subscribers. When it's meant to get there, it's meant to get there. In the meantime, I'm going to keep doing what I do out here each and every day because this is what I love doing. At the same time, I love being my real self. And be exactly that. I am myself. Despite the other guy doing a stream, the 46 Eli's of Eli on his 46th birthday or whatever the hell that thing was called. That's clever. Clever. He dedicated a 4-hour show to me when I hardly even talk about him anymore. Anyway, folks, I'm going to do one more lap, and then I'm going to head back to my place. I'm assuming it's around 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Somebody check on the time for me. At 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on this same channel here, I'm going to be doing a stream where I'm going to be answering your questions regarding anything that you want to know in regards to business relationships, personal relationships, your marriage, your dating relationships, if you want to transition to being an entrepreneur, if you want to become a better YouTuber. And I'm going to offer all you folks to help you out free of charge. Free support. All you have to do is show up and let's make something happen together. With that being said, I'll see you all next time. 7:25 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. I was close. See you all in an hour and 35 minutes, 95 minutes. The event is already up on my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Uh, you know, um, that video, this one here, give it a like before you go. But go to my channel or go to your homepage, wherever it shows up, find that stream and share it out. If you can, let's get a bunch of people there and make a big difference tonight. Take care, folks. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.